Yo guys, what's going on? Welcome back to the FIFA Flow podcast. Welcome to season 2, episode 43 of the podcast. And today, we got a big one for you guys. Talking about last week's insane Champions League games, giving our predictions on the upcoming Champions League games. We're going to be talking about Premier League, some pretty good Premier League games, the La Liga, the Ligue 1. We're also going to be talking about football news, transfer news, just any generic football news. But yeah, guys. I think today I'm gonna be wearing my glasses. I guess I think it's just not, it's just like better on my eyes, I guess. But yeah, guys, let's get right into it. And before we get into it, actually, I want to thank you guys for 14 subscribers. As I always say, let's see if we can hit 20 subscribers by the end of 2022. Thank you so much for the support. And then, yeah, I guess 150 followers now on the Instagram. So I guess thank you for that. I guess if you guys want to go follow. Feel free, but the main thing I'm worrying about, or not worried about, but the main thing that I feel like happy about is if you guys hit the subscribe button. But even if you don't, it's really fun making these videos, and just thank you for the support. But yeah, let's get right into it. Let's start off with the Champions League, guys. Let's start off big, and we're gonna I did actually talk about this for like a good 10 minutes, and then I had to re-record my video right now. So we're gonna talk about it again, I guess, and started off big with the Manchester City versus Real Madrid game, and I'm going to be telling you guys what a game this was, guys. If you guys missed out on this game, I don't know what you're doing. I mean, I didn't really watch the whole thing because I was in the middle of class as well, but I did watch a few goals here and there. So there's several goals: Gabriel Jesus, Phil Foden, and Karim Benzema's goal. The first Benzema goal that I did not see, or I watched the highlights after, but I don't really remember. Actually, I should have watched it like before I recorded. But anyways, what a game this was for sure. What a game. 4-3 to City at home. It's for sure going to be a difficult one for City, but we're not going to give our predictions yet. Let's talk about the game first. So we start off huge in the second minute. In the second minute of the game, Kevin De Bruyne, he sees Thibaut Courtois and says, "I'm going to get revenge on you. Let me score a header." In the second minute, what a goal. Starting it off huge for this game, for Champions League game between two insane clubs, killing it in both of their leagues, killing it overall in the prime of their of the team, in the prime of their team. Especially City. I think City are in their prime, I guess. Real Madrid are always going to be in their prime for sure. Best team in history. As any fan, you have to admit that Real Madrid in the history of football, Real Madrid are going to be the best team in the history of football. But right now, City are definitely in their prime. I don't know how long they're going to be in their prime. As long as Pep Guardiola is there, as long as this team is still like killing it, like playing together, like all understanding each other, playing the counter-attack, possession type, like Pep Guardiola type tactic game, then City are always going to be in their prime. I don't know how long, but as long as as Pep is here, I know that City are going to be killing it. But yeah, what a game it was, starting off in the second minute with Kevin De Bruyne. If you guys know that Thibaut Courtois did take Kevin De Bruyne's ex-girlfriend, and then people are making jokes, at least I'm making a joke that like, oh, Kevin De Bruyne saw Thibaut Courtois and he's like, oh, let me get my revenge. And I do know that both of them do play together on the Belgian team, but on a club level, they're definitely enemies, especially when it comes to Champions League. This huge game, of course, it's the game's on. So yeah, Kevin De Bruyne, he sees Courtois and says, let me get my revenge, because a pretty good header in the second minute. So the game started really early. I guess all the game was on at this moment. In 2 minutes, the game was on. Kevin De Bruyne with a header, and then we go in at 11 minutes. At 11 minutes, City are up 2-0 against Real Madrid in the Champions League semi-final. So I'm always going to clarify that it is a big game. So there's always going to be a lot of like news going on, like, oh, everybody's like, City is winning already in like 11 minutes, 2-0 against Real Madrid. But Gabriel Jesus, he goes on to score a goal, and I did not see this goal, but it's still a very huge goal, because if like, let's say one of City's if one of City's goals weren't a goal, then it would be 3-3 going to the Santiago Bernabeu. That'd be pretty difficult for Manchester City. But I guess City are winning 4-3. It's gonna be a tough one for Madrid, for both teams actually. But yeah, anyways, City are winning 2-0 in the in only 11 minutes, and it's coming to the end of the first half, and of course Karim Benzema has to get a goal before the first half ends. So yeah, Karim Benzema making it 2-1 for Real Madrid. 1 for Real Madrid, 2 for Manchester City, and City are going into the locker room with a positive mentality. Hopefully, I mean, when it's Pep, it's probably a negative mentality. Oh, do this, do that. Like, oh, we got to play the tiki taka, and then we got to like, oh, João Cancelo has to run down the wing. You got to give it to Kevin De Bruyne. He has to take a long shot, like a 40-yard long shot, and get it a banging goal, and like all of that. That's like Pep Guardiola's tactics. Oh, pass it back, play the tiki taka, play the possession, counter attack. He's good. That's Pep's is like that's what Pep is doing in the that's what Pep Guardiola is doing in the locker room in first half, and they are winning 2-1. So at this point, they can either get more goals to have a bigger lead, a bigger aggregation going to Santiago Bernabeu, or I guess hold a lot of possession. They definitely didn't hold the possession. They definitely wanted the goals. And I mean, it was a crazy game. So yeah, we come out of the first half, and we go into the second half. 53rd minute, Phil Foden with the next goal as well. I did not see this goal, but what I did see was definitely Vinicius Jr. brilliant goal. And bro, Vinicius Jr. only 21 years old, and he's killing it out there. I think by far, I know Benzema. Of course, Benzema is having a brilliant season. Even Mohamed Salah is having a brilliant season. Kylian Mbappe, but I think impact-wise, Benzema is definitely having a pretty good season, but I think improvement-wise, I have to say, Vinicius Jr. by far, even I think Vinicius Jr. and Phil Foden have to be the most improved players this season. I think for sure Vinicius Jr. has definitely improved quite a lot, huge. I think from the past 2 years, I have to say Vinicius Jr. is the most improved player these past 2 years. So it's from 2 years ago, even last year, this is Vinicius Jr.'s best season by far, for sure. I think as I said, once again, for the past 2 years, Vinicius Jr. is the most improved player, and I think second place has to go to Phil Foden. Of course, there's gonna be players like Kylian Mbappe and Erling Haaland, but for me, I think Vinicius Jr. is definitely gonna be the best improved player, and he's killing it not only in the La Liga but in Europe as well, in the Champions League. Like even for Brazil in South America and the Copa America, for qualifying for not for Brazil, for the FIFA World Cup Qatar 2022, he's killing it everywhere you go. But like him and Benzema, I think for sure, that duo, that partnership is really really good, and we're gonna see that later on when we talk about La Liga games. But other than that, actually let me just mute because I see my friend typing. But anyways, other than that, guys. Vinicius Jr.'s goal was definitely a huge goal, because this guy's a magician. He's literally magic. Listen, and what I'm gonna explain to you is like unbelievable. I can't really explain it. If you see it, you're not gonna believe it. If you hear it, you're not gonna believe it. But once you see it, I'm telling you, it's literally insane. So what happened is, I think it's Ferland Mendy passing it down the wing to Vinicius Jr. Vinicius Jr. facing Ferland Mendy, waiting to receive the ball, and Fernandinho is coming in behind Vinicius Jr. To defend, I guess, to like get the ball. Vinicius Jr.'s like big brain dummies the ball through Fernandinho's legs. I guess they're both legs because Fernandinho is behind Vinicius Jr. Vinicius Jr. dummies the ball. It goes through Fernandinho's legs, and he's a bullet running such fast bullet speed running down the wing. And then scoring against his Brazilian goalkeeper teammate Ederson, guys. So what a goal is all I can say is what a brilliant goal. Vinicius Jr., what a man. I think Vinicius Jr., I did say he's definitely the most improved player these past 2 seasons, but I think he could be better than Neymar. I have to say, as a PSG fan, I mean Neymar during his time at Barcelona, even his like first year, I guess, at Paris Saint-Germain, mainly Barcelona, he was a magician for sure. I don't know if anybody can be like Neymar, but maybe Vinicius Jr. can, because only at 21 years old, he's killing it this so much that like he's killing it already at 21 years old, and he still has another like 15-16 years to go. So it's for sure he has a lot of room to improve. He could be better than Neymar, even maybe than Ronaldinho. I don't know, but for sure this guy is a magician. Even Phil Foden, I think Phil Foden He's a brilliant player, of course. I like comparing him to maybe like Zinedine Zidane, let's say, like a central attacking mid. Um, I think Phil Foden. I know he is a central attacking mid, the kind of left winger, left attacking mid, central attacking mid player. But I think Foden, he could become a box to box. He could, depending on what Pep Guardiola wants to like develop him into. But I think Foden is kind of more like a central left player, kind of providing assists, making those runs down the wing, making brilliant shots, making brilliant dribbles. I think Foden is definitely known for that. He does have some defensive skills as well. Coming back to tackle is very physical as well, so he can definitely like back off against or against like hold the ball against like defenders and like Alaba, like Eder Militao, like Ferland Mendy for sure. I think he has that. He can definitely do that. But I think like as a central player, if you're gonna if you think of Foden as a central player, like comparing him to another central attacking midfielder like Zidane, like Kaká, I think Foden, as I say, he could become a more like a defensive, like box to box type player. But I think right now, he's still young. I think he's more like an attacking midfielder, more pure attacking midfielder, making assists, dribbles, passes, good like crosses as well when he plays on the left, and making some brilliant dribbles and getting some pretty good shots as well. I think that's his main role, not as a box to box. I think more attacking on the left or either central. I think that's what I have to say there. But once again, but like overall, I think Vinicius Junior, Phil Foden, Erling Haaland, Mbappe, those four players, they're gonna be killing it in the next like 1 decade, 2 decade. The next 2 decades, they're gonna be killing it, and I know for sure two of the four players are definitely gonna win a Ballon d'Or in my opinion. I think and both Mbappe and Vinicius Junior are for sure gonna be getting a Ballon d'Or. I think they have for sure Mbappe, but I think Vinicius Junior, if he keeps up his skill and is not like he was 2 years ago, I think Vinicius Junior has the potential to become like Neymar or even become like Ronaldinho and win a Ballon d'Or for sure. If Vinicius Junior wins a Ballon d'Or, he's for sure gonna be better than Neymar. If he for sure, no doubt, he's gonna be better than Neymar. Even if Neymar won a Ballon d'Or, he would be better than Ronaldinho, but he didn't. So, and he didn't win. Neymar didn't win a World Cup either. So Neymar really has nothing to be better than Ronaldinho. Of course, he's a magician still. He's definitely gonna be one of the top three, top five players for his generation. But comparing to older generations, so Dino's generation, he's not gonna be better than Dino because he doesn't have a Ballon d'Or. He doesn't have a World Cup. He does have a Champions League. He does have brilliant history at Barcelona and at Paris Saint Germain. But on an overall level, comparing him to Ronaldinho, he's not going to have it. But Vinicius Jr., he's still young, 21 years old. He has the potential. He's killing it already at Real Madrid as well, at a big club, killing it at 21 years old. He has the potential to become, to win a Ballon d'Or, to win a World Cup with Brazil. I mean, Brazil are looking pretty good this year. They have Neymar, Lucas Paqueta, Gabriel Jesus. Who else? Yeah, Vinicius Jr. of course. Eder Militao, Allison. So they have a really good team, and a lot of people are wanting Brazil to win. For me, I want Argentina. I think a lot of people want either Portugal, maybe Argentina, France, Brazil. I think those are going to be the top four teams, like popular teams that people want to win the World Cup. But I mean, Brazil is definitely up there in the top four teams to win the World Cup, and if Vinny does it, he could go on to be better than Dino, to be for sure better than Neymar. And of course, once again, I think Mbappe is definitely going to be. He could be better than Ronaldo. Of course, he has, or even Messi. He could be better than he could be a huge player. At 18 years old, wins a World Cup, and at 18 years old in the World Cup, he's banging goals out there, making brilliant runs against Argentina, scoring goals against Argentina in the 2018 World Cup at only 18 years old, winning a World Cup. And he could go to the football's best club in history, Real Madrid. He could go there, win the Champions League there, win a Ballon d'Or. I think he's gonna for sure be the best player of all time. But yeah, overall, what a crazy game this was. Yeah, I guess we talked about the young stars, Phil Foden, Vinicius Jr. They all have potentials as well. And then we continue talking about. Let's go back to the Man City game after talking about these youngsters. They're just so good that we have to talk about them. But then we come up to the last game, the last goal of the game, to make it 4-3 for Manchester City, to make it a 4-3 aggregation, going to Santiago Bernabeu. City winning with that positive mentality, I guess, winning mentality to hold possession and win the game, I guess. But yeah, this goal of Bernardo Silva, and this is where the controversy begins. The controversy begins is with Bernardo's goal. So what happens is around the left corner of the box, outside the 18-yard. I guess it was near the line of the 18-yard box. So I don't know if it was a penalty, if it was a free kick. It looked more like a free kick. But what happens is you see Kevin De Bruyne cutting inside to the midfield. I think it was Kevin De Bruyne or Phil Foden, one of the two, coming inside, going outside the box, ready to take a long shot outside the box, and gets fouled, of course. And it wasn't. It kind of looked like a huge foul. I guess it's a foul that could be called, I guess. And of course it was near the line as well. So when it's near the line, I guess near the 18-yard box, inside the box, the ref might call it to see like, oh, we got to go check VAR to check if it's a penalty, if it's a free kick. So you expect you expect them to call it, and that's what Madrid expected. So the whole back line of Madrid just kind of freeze, and the ref is playing advantage, and Bernardo Silva goes and gets a goal, top left corner, brilliant goal, for sure, brilliant goal, near post, top left corner. What a goal that was, banging it right past Thibaut Courtois. And of course that's where all the controversy begins, in my opinion. Is like, do you guys think the ref should have blown it at the penalty? Do you think I think he had he made the decision, he made the right decision to play on. But of course, some people are gonna say like, oh, it's all like the ref messed it up, and the ref he should have called the whistle. But at the end of the day, the team, when it comes to football, you have to play until the whistle. You have to play until the whistle, my guy. Otherwise you're not playing football. And at the end of the day, it always comes to the end. I think the ref is definitely the biggest role in football, for sure. It's definitely the referee, because at the end of the day, he's gonna make decisions to go to one side or to the other, and it could change a lot in history. In that game, it can change a lot. The referee definitely has a big role, and for this game, I guess the people are saying, oh, he should have been called, and people are saying, oh, even I'm saying, oh, he had the right to play advantage, for sure. And I think that he did have the right to play advantage. The Madrid line said, oh, it should have been called, but unlucky for the Madrid fans and for the Madrid players, it was a clear advantage for City. Bernardo Silva takes the ball, top left, near post, top left corner, and gets 4-3 for Manchester City versus Real Madrid at City's home. So yeah, guys, that was a huge segment just for this one game, talking about the youngsters, talking about this game, of course. But what a game for sure. And predictions on next week's game, or this week's game, this Wednesday. Yeah, it's definitely going to be a tough one, of course. Both teams are, Madrid are now going to be able to kind of rest more of their bigger players now that they won the La Liga, which we're going to talk about after. I guess they can rest more of their bigger players and play the younger players. Now they don't really need to care about losing any more games in the La Liga, because now they won the La Liga, and now they can use all their big players in the Champions League, of course. But City still need to save a lot of their big players, because they're still in the title race in the Premier League against Liverpool. They're winning. They're only 1 point ahead of Liverpool with 4 games to go in the Premier League. And then they got this Champions League going on as well, with a huge Champions League game at the Santiago Bernabeu with only a 1 goal lead as well, and at the Santiago Bernabeu, of course. It's going to be a very, very tough game for both teams as well. I think Manchester City are going to win. But after seeing Madrid's performance against Chelsea, against Paris Saint-Germain, I really don't know what to say now, because at the Santiago Bernabeu, at the end of the day, Madrid are always gonna find a way to come back, like just get a comeback, and I guess win the knockout. I guess win the game. They're always gonna find a way to come back. I don't know how, but they somehow will. But personally, I do want Manchester City to win. Actually, I really don't know who I want to win. Yeah, I don't know. It's definitely a tough one. As a PSG fan, I gotta say I really want City to get like Madrid out. I really hate Madrid, especially like since they like scored a hat trick on us. I really want them to go out, but I think, bro, Madrid they're gonna find a way back. And like if I wasn't a fan, I would, if I wasn't a PSG fan, I want Madrid to win. Um, but since I am a PSG fan, Madrid have to get out. And the only reason I'm saying, like, if I wasn't a PSG fan, and I want Madrid to win, is because I think Madrid, of course, I know Madrid are the best team in history. You have to admit it as any fan. I'm not switching sides here or anything. I'm giving my preference on these two teams. If I had to choose, as a PSG fan, if I had to choose, it's against City. But if I was like a Liverpool fan, I like for sure I'll choose Madrid because Liverpool hates City. But if I was like another team fan, I'd for sure choose Real Madrid because they're the most historic club in history of football. City are just an oil club. I mean, they are a good club, but they've only risen in the past, like only 10 years ago they've risen, or like 8 years ago they've rose in the football world after getting this oil money, getting Pep Guardiola, and like just switching the team. No, I'm not hating on City, but both teams are definitely very very strong. It can really go either side here, but for me right now, I really want City to win. I know Madrid are somehow going to find a way to come back, but I really want City to win. I think City are going to win. And Liverpool, I'm just gonna show you guys over here what's going on over here. But Liverpool, I mean, they did dominate. Holy, only one shot. I mean, yeah, I think this was the game where like Villarreal were playing like an 11 back. They're literally playing an 11 back. But overall, I do think that um that City are going to win. I want City to win, and if City do win, they're gonna go on to verse Liverpool probably. I mean, unless Villarreal comes with the Spanish passion that they had against Bayern Munich and Juventus. If they come with that passion and beat Liverpool, then maybe they're gonna verse City in the final. But I think City versus Liverpool is gonna be the final unless Real Madrid find a way to come back. And I don't know what to expect because they did it against Chelsea, they did it against Paris Saint Germain. I don't know what to expect, but right now I'm saying City versus Liverpool Champions League final. That's done. That's done. But yeah, holy, what a segment for the Champions League, guys. Let's go into the Ligue 1, the Uber Eats Ligue 1, and let's talk about a very unfortunate game that we had today for Paris Saint Germain. And we do have a pretty good game here: Marseille versus Lyon. I don't know who the heck this guy is. Moussa Dembele, French striker, right over here, and then Carl Toko Kambi, left winger for Lyon. I believe he's from Cameroon, or what's the country that Sadio Mane is from? I believe he's from there, or Cameroon. But yeah, I guess good game here for Madrid. Stats wise, I guess you could say Marseille kind of had the more possession. I'm just looking at stats. You're not really supposed to look at the stats, I guess. You have to look at game wise, but I didn't watch this game. That's why I'm saying stats wise, I guess Marseille did come close. But I want to talk about the Paris Saint Germain versus Strasbourg game. I was very mad at Paris Saint Germain because we're losing 1-0 in 3 minutes. I'm like, what the heck is going on? We got Messi, Mbappe, and Neymar up front, and we're already losing 1-0 in 3 minutes. And of course, Kylian Mbappe has to score a goal. If he doesn't score a goal, I don't know what's up with Mbappe. But of course, Mbappe has to score a goal in the 23rd minute, going into the end of the first half, going into the locker room at a 1-1 draw. And then, and actually that goal was assisted by Achraf Hakimi, I believe, if I wasn't mistaken. Or I think even Messi assisted the goal, or Neymar assisted one. Hakimi scored, and then Mbappe just scores a nice goal as well. But But yeah, well, we go into the second half. I guess 1-1 draw. Of course, Kylian Mbappe has to score another goal. Of course, beautiful, beautiful, beautiful goal. Um, and actually, Mbappe does get an assist as well. I think I believe two. Achraf Hakimi, 2 goals and an assist. Really, really good game for Mbappe. Really good season for Mbappe. I mean, not for Paris Saint-Germain, but for like personally for Mbappe, he's had a really, really good season. Like, what's his stat? I believe like 35 or like 25 goals and like 19 assists in 35 games, I believe. Kylian Mbappe stats. We look over here. So 30. Okay, so in the league, on 32 games, 24 goals and 15 assists. Okay, yeah, holy. And then in the Champions League as well, 8 matches, 6 goals. 8 matches and 6 goals. The French Cup, 3 matches, 5 goals. Just a brilliant, brilliant season for like a personal season for Mbappe. Brilliant season for sure. And we talked about him earlier. We had a huge like rant about youngsters. He's definitely gonna be the world's like best striker, best youngster striker. He's definitely gonna be up there. I think he has the I don't know, for some reason I kind of see him as like a like a Pushkas. I feel like Pushkas was that type of player who's like skillful. He has the IQ of like finishing. I guess he's really good at finishing to create those opportunities with runs and define. I really don't know, but he's definitely going to be better than Cristiano Ronaldo and Neymar and Messi. And at this rate, if Mbappe keeps it up and does even better, he's definitely going to be better than. I have to say, I know this is going to hurt a lot of you guys, but a lot of you guys, I know I'm gonna get a lot of hate for this, but I have to admit, I think Mbappe is definitely gonna be the best player of all time. And of course he had the score, but he can finish, he can make runs, he can pass, he's physical, he can assist, he can dribble, of course, for sure. He can finish. I said that once again. He can take penalties. He can take. Actually, I don't know about the free kick part, but he can for sure finish his shots, finish his shooting, make insane IQ dribbles, and make brilliant passes, of course. That's why he's just the best overall well-rounded striker that every team needs, and that Madrid need, that Real Madrid need. But yeah, Mbappe making a 2-1 against Strasbourg, and then Achraf Hakimi running down the wing. Achraf Hakimi scoring another goal. So let's go, Achraf Hakimi. Let's go. Scoring a goal. So I was really, really happy there. Actually, he scored the goal first, and then Kylian Mbappe went to make the goal of the game, a bigger goal difference for Paris Saint-Germain, making the 3-1. And then this is where I got really mad, because we're winning 3-1 near the 70th minute, only 20 minutes to go. And Marco Verratti off of a corner, unlucky off touch, like unlucky rebound off of Verratti off of the corner. I guess the team should be more aware next time, but unlucky that Marco Verratti had to score an own goal. Going back to earlier where I said Verratti is the best midfielder of all time, or not of all time, but the best midfielder, or like De Bruyne or Luka Modric. I said Verratti, but maybe now Verratti is not the best midfielder. But very, very unlucky. Very, very unlucky. And then in the 90th, literally the last minute of the game, I think it's off of a corner as well. They go and score another goal, making it 3-3. And I know we won the league and everything, but this is a very, very terrible for Paris Saint-Germain's, I guess season, overall season, for their overall expectations, for their overall like performance, to look back at their overall performance this year. This is very, very bad. If we won, there's gonna be decisions in the future. There's gonna be, if we won this game, there's gonna be decisions in the future to not sell a player, to not like rethink about the team. But since we lost, now there's gonna be like meetings about like remaking the team, rethinking about the team, and like making huge decisions that could impact the team for sure. And that's why I do not like these draws. We need to win for sure. Especially, I mean, Strasbourg are definitely having a pretty good season. They're at like 6th place. I don't think they had the best season last year. They did get 15. So this year they're having a pretty good year, and I can't believe we're losing against a team who got 15th place last season. So that's also a huge deal for us. But yeah, that's why I don't like any draws or any losses, because it definitely impacts what's gonna be going on after the game and making decisions for the future of the club. It definitely impacts all of that. If we have good good games, then it's not going to impact the clubs. Like, what is there to change if they're doing good? But if they're doing bad, then there's definitely going to be some stuff to change, and that's where it changed. Winning 3-1 in like only 20 minutes to go, and then drawing 3-3. But yeah, right now, actually, I won't talk about it now. I'll talk about it later when we get to the transfer parts. But yeah, let's go to the La Liga. Congratulations to Real Madrid, as you guys can. Here, let me. Where am I supposed to move over? Over here. Go to right here. Karim Benzema scoring this weekend as well. And then Real Madrid winning 4-0 against Espanyol. Madrid, I guess Walmart El Clasico, because Espanyol is from Barcelona as well. Walmart El Clasico, and Real Madrid winning 4-0. Brilliant from Rodrigo in the first half, getting a nice goal, linking up with Marcelo for the first goal, linking up with Marcelo to get that finish on the goal. And then turns around. I guess he gets that assist from Marcelo at the left wing. I guess Marcelo's at the left wing. Rodrigo in the box. He kind of he links up with Marcelo, gets the ball, kind of does a turnaround and finishes his shots. A good finish by Rodrigo. And then near the end of the game, last minute of the game, who is it? Mourinho, I think. I gotta check. Wait, okay, yeah, Mourinho. I think that's his name, Mourinho Diaz. Something like that. If we scroll down, where is it? No, this is Marcelo. Uh, yeah, Mourinho. So Mariano. Anyways, yeah, I knew it was something Mourinho. So it's something like that. But yeah, he does get the ball back. One of the defenders for Espanyol have the ball. Mourinho putting pressure on him to get the ball back, passing it to Rodrigo, and Rodrigo scoring another goal near the end of the first half, making a 2-0 for Real Madrid. And Real Madrid only needed a draw. They only needed a draw to win the league, but they're killing it and winning 2-0. And then we go into the second half where Marco Asensio scores a goal. Nice assist by Camavinga. I guess just a simple through ball assist by Camavinga, and a pretty simple finish that Marco Asensio needed, and which he did get, making it 4-0 for Espanyol, or for Real Madrid against Espanyol. And then Lucas Vazquez does get subbed on later for, I believe, Mariano Diaz. He does get subbed on, Lucas Vazquez, and almost makes a nice goal as well. Just couldn't get the angle to finish it in the net. Couldn't get the angle. But almost made it 4-0 for Madrid. But you know who had to make it 4-0, and you know who had to assist the person who made it 4-0 is Vinicius Jr. assisting to Karim Benzema, and Benzema making a running finish into the net, so into the back of the net, finishing it into the back of the net. So of course those two have to link up. Vinicius Jr. with his partner Karim Benzema. That duo is just mad this season. And we talk about Vinicius Jr. A lot of Vinicius Jr.'s impact and the improvement is definitely has to be because of Karim Benzema, and especially because of the way that like Madrid are playing. They're playing good, so Vinicius Jr. is kind of happy. He's playing like how he wants, how Ancelotti likes him to play. I guess Ancelotti is playing is definitely improving him a lot. And actually Rodrigo and Benzema both got subbed on both later into the last 15 minutes of the game. Benzema and Vinicius Jr. both got subbed on, and then they both Vinicius Jr. made an assist to Karim Benzema, which then got a goal for Real Madrid. So yeah, what a game for Madrid. Really happy for Real Madrid to win the title. So I'm not happy, but I should be happy. Like, I just want to give a congratulations to Real Madrid. From another league, I guess, from another fan, congratulations to Madrid. I did say congratulations to Bayern Munich winning the Bundesliga. So congrats to Madrid for winning the La Liga. They had a brilliant season. They still have the Champions League to play against Manchester City, and I did say they could bring it back somehow. But yeah, congrats to Madrid winning the La Liga. And then lastly, we go to the Premier League. As I said, the title race is still on. Both City and Liverpool need to rest. Need to, I guess, rest and use big players, because a loss for any of these teams in the Premier League is definitely gonna be over for them. If they lose or even draw, it's definitely gonna be over for one of the teams. I didn't want to talk about that. Actually, let's just take a look. So yeah, City winning 4-0 against Leeds United. Was this the Rodri scores? Ake, of course, Gabriel Jesus killing it in these last few games. Is that gonna impact his transfer this summer to Arsenal? There's rumors of him going to Arsenal. Is that gonna impact him and make Pep rethink to re-sign him? I'm not sure. It really depends. I think if Erling Haaland comes to Manchester City, then they might sell Gabriel Jesus. But I mean, having two strikers, having Haaland and Jesus, might not be a bad idea to have like a backup player, and especially with the how Jesus is playing these past few games, getting that like 4 goals or 4 goals. I think last week he got 4 goals. Um, so with this performance, he's definitely trying to prove to City, oh, don't sell me. I don't know if it's Jesus who wants to leave the club or if it's the club who wants to sell Jesus. I don't know which one it is. But if it's the club who wants to sell Jesus, then he's proving to the club, oh, don't sell me. Let me be at least a backup replacement for Erling Haaland. So yeah, good goal from what am I trying to say? Good goal from good game for Manchester City, and then we also have Arsenal winning 2-1 against West Ham, so that keeps Arsenal in, I guess, a UEFA qualification spot, in the Champions League qualification spot, should I say? And Liverpool, where's Liverpool winning 1-0 against Newcastle? But yeah, Arsenal winning 2-1, keeping them in the top four. And it's pretty close here. Last 4 games. And yeah, guys, crazy game of Chelsea. Of Chelsea versus Everton. Everton are still in the relegation zone at 18th place, or 18th place in the league. Everton are in the relegation zone, and then Mr. Frank Lampard, Everton coach, or Everton manager, had to beat his former club Chelsea, and now all Chelsea fans are mad, oh Frank Lampard, you're a fraud. You're coaching Everton and now you're beating us, your former club. And I mean, I think that Lampard did play for Everton as well during his playing time, during his time. But overall, I guess stats wise, shots on target, possession wise, Chelsea did do better. But at the end of the day, Everton did win. Richarlison, I didn't mention, Richarlison is having a pretty good time as well. For both Everton and both for the Brazilian national team, which could win them which could make them do good in the World Cup. But yeah, Rodrigo also in the Brazilian national team. Richarlison having a pretty good season for himself at Everton. I mean, Everton not having a good season, but Richarlison having a pretty good season, I guess. I guess he could have had a better season, but it's not a terrible season for himself and for the team. But he scores a goal and makes Chelsea get no points and Everton get 3 points. Everton are in the 18th place still. Yeah, 2 games. They have 1 game they're 1 game behind. So if they win that, they're gonna go up to 17th place, being 1 point ahead of Leeds. So yeah, Leeds and Everton and Burnley, these 3 teams are definitely gonna be fighting and hoping that they can win any game right now, because it's definitely gonna cause one of these teams, a loss right now is gonna cause one of these teams relegation for sure. And you know what's also gonna cause another team. You know what a loss also causes another team. It causes another team to get knocked out of the Champions League and or removed from the Champions League, and that's where Chelsea could have an opportunity to not play in the Champions League next season. I talked about this last week, where even if they do qualify for the Champions League, they might not have the best team, with Rudiger going to Madrid. Who's that right wing back, center back player? Alonso? No, that's Xavi. Azpilicueta is leaving. Christensen might be leaving as well. So a lot of their defense might be leaving, which could impact the team next season. So even if they do qualify for the Champions League, they might not do the best with a lot of their big defenders leaving the team. And then so maybe even not qualifying is probably better for them. But then we got here Spurs and Arsenal, who I want both Spurs and Arsenal to qualify. because they're having a brilliant season, and we talk about Arsenal quite a lot. I'm really happy with Arsenal's performance. I really love Arsenal, like proving that they're really good, and they're really young and talented team. As we always talk about this, they have Saka, you have Tomiyasu, the Japanese defender, Gabriel, and then they got Martinelli, they got Odegaard, they got who's this guy? This midfielder Shaka, I think that's how you say him. He's having a pretty good season. Ben White, everyone was making fun of him, but he's having a good season as well. Thomas Partey, who else do they have? I guess they have Lacazette, Nicolas Pepe, Tierney, Aaron Ramsdale. So they have a young and talented team, and it's working out for them. I mean, they're in the Champions League spot, so it's definitely working out for them. Everyone is making fun. 3 losses in the row at the start of the season, and look at them now. They're doing better than United, and they're in the Champions League qualification. What were they last season? 8th place last season. People are saying, oh, they're gonna get relegated this season, and look at them right now. So I'm very happy for Arsenal. I really wanted them to do this well as well. And same for Spurs. I want to see Arsenal and Spurs in the Champions League. That's gonna really. I'm really gonna cheer for one of the teams next season in the Champions League if they do qualify for the Champions League. When them do qualify, I'm really happy to see what they can bring to Europe in the Champions League. But yeah, that's gonna be the Premier League as well. The title race is still on between City and Liverpool, and we gave our predictions on the Champions League as well. So let's go to the football news, I guess, to end off the video. Before we end off the video, breaking: Barcelona are very keen on signing 33-year-old Robert Lewandowski from Bayern at the end of the season. First step is talks with Lewandowski's agent with the Bundesliga side. Not overly happy to sell him this summer. The striker would be willing to move to Spain, and we a few months ago he did say like he wants a new challenge. He also said he was gonna re-sign with Bayern to 2025, I believe, and then after that he wanted to get a new challenge. But I mean, if he does get a new challenge, I guess it's gonna be huge for Barcelona, especially next season against a team like Real Madrid. Maybe Real Madrid lose both El Clasicos against Barcelona. Let's talk about other news. We said deal done, 4-year contract for Rudiger. I talked about this as well. Breaking news: Arsenal. I mean, if City want to sell, Jesus, then Jesus is proving them wrong. It's saying, oh, let me play as a backup striker for Erling Haaland, as we can see here. But if Jesus wants to leave, I guess maybe it's time for him to leave. I think Jesus should stay. He's having a brilliant season under Pep Guardiola. I mean, they do want to bring in Erling Haaland, but what's the problem with not having a backup striker? Keep both of them. They're doing pretty good. Playing on the right wing, I guess they do have Mahrez, but still playing on the right wing. I guess like a rotation player. Why not? Why sell him? I guess maybe get some money, but they already have all the oil. But we talked about Paul Pogba to Paris Saint-Germain. That's the transfers here. Let's see what else do we have over here. No transfers here. You're talking about Real Madrid winning the La Liga title. Ancelotti has now won a title in the top 5 leagues. He's won in the Bundesliga with Bayern Munich, in the Ligue 1 with Paris Saint-Germain, in the Serie A with, I believe, who is it? Is it Roma? Ancelotti. I think, was it Roma or games managed? It could be AC Milan. I think it was AC Milan actually. So he's won with Chelsea, he's won with AC Milan, he's won with Paris Saint-Germain, he's won with Bayern Munich, and now he's won with Real Madrid. He's won in the top 5 leagues in Europe, and that's just crazy to think. He might be. Actually, I think him and Zidane are going to be the best managers of all time. Even Pep Guardiola and Klopp, Jurgen Klopp might be up there as well. But I think Pep Guardiola Zinedine Zidane right now, Zinedine Zidane and Carlo Ancelotti might be the best managers of all time. They're just something else, man. I mean, you can see they're improving the team. They're both like pretty good players during the time, especially Zinedine Zidane. And then coming out in retirement, being a one of the best managers of all time, winning in the top 5 leagues. with like managing Cristiano Ronaldo to win the Champions League 3 years in a row, from Zinedine Zidane. That's just quite crazy to think. Like they're gonna be the best managers for sure. But yeah, I just wanted to talk about that. Carlo Ancelotti winning in the top 5 leagues in Europe, because I just saw this. So I saw Ancelotti. I also wanted to talk about this. Yeah, Elon Musk did buy Twitter for 41 billion euros, and he could have instead bought all these clubs: Barcelona, Madrid, Bayern, United, Liverpool, City, Chelsea, Arsenal, Paris Saint-Germain, Spurs, Juventus, Dortmund, Atletico, Inter, and Everton. He could have bought all these teams for 41 billion instead of one company, Twitter. He could have bought all these teams instead. Just imagine owning all these teams and you're saying like, oh, Elon Musk team versus Elon Musk team. Oh, like that kind of be hilarious. Like Barcelona versus Madrid, the Elon Clasico, the Elon Clasico. I guess, yeah. Just uh, yeah, that's just crazy if he bought all these teams. It'd be his own team versus his own team. I guess his own money team versus his own money team. I guess. Um, yeah. Why would you buy Everton? That's kind of true. Why Everton? Buy like another team, I guess, like AC Milan or something. But yeah, that's just crazy to think. So that's over there. 4-3-3, I guess. We go over here. Yeah, they got the moves over here. Look at these. Yeah, yeah. Look at Ancelotti doing his moves right there. Look at Eder Militao with the Vinicius Junior. Yeah, just congrats to them. Look at him. Look at him. He's cold out there. He's too cold. Yeah, I guess Memphis. Yeah, Memphis Depay did score. I think is a 2-1 over here against um Mallorca, and it looks like Busquets also did score a goal. And of course Memphis Depay with his famous celebration of the ears, the lion ears, not the lion ears, but I guess just the like closing his ears. Um, Rafael Leao scoring a goal, I guess, to win against um yeah, this team. I forgot the name of the team. ASV. I don't remember. My bad, my bad. But whatever the team name is the former Vlahovic team, the former Vlahovic team. And then yeah, and then I also wanted to go down to pay some respect to Raiola. If you guys don't know who he is, he was uh an agent for pretty big players: Paul Pogba, Erling Haaland. I think who else was he a manager? Who did Mino Raiola agent? Yeah, Zlatan, Paul Pogba, De Ligt, Donnarumma, Jesse Lingard. Yeah, Blaise Matuidi, Blaise. How do you say his like first name? But Matuidi, Herming Lozano, Balotelli. So he was an agent. He was a really good agent for huge players. And unfortunately, he did pass away. So let's get a 5 second, 10 second moment of respect. But yeah, very unlucky for him. Very sad. I think he died. He had like some sort of like sickness or like disease or the can. I don't really know what he had, but I think he was sick, and then unfortunately he passed away. But he was like for agent wise, I guess transfer wise, he was definitely very important and stuff. So yeah, that's the Instagram news. Let's just take a look at Twitter. Fabrizio has anything to say. Chelsea are still considering buying Jules Koundé as one of the potential targets. I mean, he was a target last season, but I guess they didn't want to sell him. What team does he play for now? I forgot the name of the team. Um, Xavi on Gavi's future. I hope Gavi will renew his contract soon. I really want him to be next to one to extend after Arujo. Okay, so he really wants him to be the next one to extend after Arujo. Arujo has extended his contract. I think he has a up to 2025 or 2026 contract. Go down. Yeah, we already talked about Lewandowski. Um, Marcos Alonso. He's respectfully with Chelsea, but his priority is to come back to Spain this summer. Barcelona have already started direct contacts. Okay, yeah, I knew. It's one of the defenders, either Azpilicueta. I think Azpilicueta also was rumored to go to Barcelona a few months ago. That was a few months ago, but it just clicked to my name. So yeah, it's Marcos Alonso. I know it was like Xabi Alonso. I knew something like there. Azpilicueta, something like that. Something like that. Lille are prepared to sell some players. Jonathan David's rise from January 2018 has been excellent, and top clubs have his name in this list. David's now Lille top scorer, 17 goals this season, and 3 in UCL. And he's just 22. Let's go, the Canadian beast, guys. Jonathan David. Let's see where he goes. To the Premier League, to Bayern Munich, win a Champions League. I mean, we already had a Canadian at Bayern Munich win a Champions League, aka Alphonso Davies. But will he go join his Canadian teammate at Bayern Munich and win another Champions League? Maybe. So Canadian, both Alphonso Davies, Jonathan David, proving the world, guys. They're killing it right now, killing it. Let's just look at transfer news live. You know, the PSG have offered a net salary of 17 million a year plus a signing bonus to Ousmane Dembele, but he is interested. His priority is to stay at Barcelona. I mean, a while back ago, Barcelona did say like, oh, Dembele should be out of here, but I mean now Dembele is killing it under Xavi. Maybe not the past few games, but when Xavi first came here, he was definitely killing it under Xavi, providing those assists with Aubameyang, with Memphis Depay. So now he's killing it, and it looks like Barcelona want to keep him, and he wants to stay at Barcelona as well. Go down. Oh, it looks like David Silva, Manchester City legend, has signed a new contract with Real Sociedad until 2023. Okay, so 1 year extension. A 1 year extension probably means he probably might leave next season. So we'll see what happens there. British billionaire businessman Sir Jim Ratcliffe has made a late bid of 4.25 billion to buy Chelsea. Damn, that's crazy. 4.25 billion. That's the I don't even know what's going on now. All I know is like, oh, they can't buy players or something like that. But yeah, Real Madrid are very interested in Reece James and plan to sign the fullback in the summer 2023. Okay, I mean they do need Madrid for sure need a new right back. Gareth himself says it as a Madrid fan. Gareth says himself that Madrid need a new right back. I definitely agree with that. I think Carvajal, he's not bad. He's definitely not bad, but he's definitely getting old. Ancelotti is playing Lucas Vazquez as right back, but I think Vasquez, that's not his like main kind of role, that main like area to play. I think he's more like a right winger. Maybe like a right wing back, mainly going up, not really a defender. But Carvajal, not bad, but I guess they need a new midfielder for the future. He's getting old for sure. Yeah, Ralf Rangnick has become Austria's new manager, so he's gonna be coaching. What's his name? I guess Sabitzer. He's gonna be coaching David Alaba. Both play for Austria, I believe. But he's still gonna be the United manager. So as I said last week, him and Eric Ten Hag are gonna be really really good together. Him as a coach, both of them together. Eric Ten Hag more like a one-on-one with the players to make sure they're like all on target, like all doing what they need to do. And now he's signed with Austria as well, so let's see how he does under Austria. Breaking news: Channel 4 have won rights to show England games until 2024. Damn. Okay, so it looks like they're and UEFA Nations League. Okay, so it looks like finally England have the rights to show games on television now, because I don't think you can watch any Premier games on TV, or I guess like in England, but I guess now they have. I think so. Then Luka Modric will extend until 2023 plus have an additional optional year. Okay, that's pretty good. The Croatian will be able to stay at Real Madrid and move upstairs. Okay. And yeah, I think both Modric, I'm gonna say Verratti as a PSG fan, but Modric and De Bruyne, the best midfielders this season, best box-to-box midfielders this season by for sure. There's no doubt. Go down a bit more. West Ham and Aston Villa are among the teams in containing to sign James Rodriguez. Okay, yeah, Madrid. Madrid downfall player. I guess if he stayed in Madrid and didn't ruin his career for money, he would have been an excellent player. But I guess he has, and now looks like he might go to the Premier League now. But yeah, I guess that's the transfers here, and then we scroll down a bit more. Eden Hazard with some selfies, but 5 years ago today. But oh yeah, look at him, the boss, looking cold out there. But yeah, I think that's gonna end off the episode. We talked about some transfer news. We talked about some brilliant games. Of course, talked about the youngsters. But yeah, if you guys went on to enjoy the episode, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and hit that bell. I'll probably make another video. I mean, I did say I'd post one last Friday, or like the Friday that passed. I said I'd post this video last Friday talking about the Champions League. But I guess today we talked about weekend games and Champions League. But I think next video will either be Friday or next Sunday. It really depends how I feel. I mean, I was gonna upload one this Friday, but I've been pretty, I wouldn't say busy, but like family came over, of course, and I'm really happy that they have. But yeah, I don't know when I'll post. I have to see. I have quite a few tests this week, a few projects. So it's very school is very important for me. But overall, yeah, I think I'll post when I post. I guess I'll try to let you guys know on Instagram. But for now, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. Let's see if we can hit 20 subscribers by the end of 2022. For now, everyone stay positive, stay safe, stay happy, and I'll see you later. Peace.